Remember the thrill of collecting Pogs and the excitement of the Y2K bug? These iconic trends defined a generation but have since faded from our lives. How many of these beloved relics from our childhood do you remember? Join us as we revisit 10 nostalgic 90s things that have vanished. Pogs were small collectible game pieces that became very popular on the playgrounds in the 1990s. They came from a traditional Japanese game called Menko and were introduced to American children by a teacher from Hawaii in 1991. The game involved stacking cardboard discs and using a heavier piece called a slammer to flip them. Players took turns throwing their slammers at the stack, and any Pogs that landed face up were kept by the player who threw. Pogs came in many different designs, featuring everything from cartoon characters to sports logos. This variety made them highly collectible and easy to trade. Children traded Pogs to complete their collections or to acquire rare designs. The trading culture around Pogs was intense, with some children playing for keeps, meaning they could lose their Pogs to opponents. The Pog craze faded as new toys and games captured children's attention. The rise of digital games and other interactive toys made Pogs seem less exciting in comparison. While Pogs captivated children with their physical trading and gameplay, Tamagotchis introduced a new level of engagement through virtual companionship. This digital pet became a global sensation in the 1990s. Created by Aki Meito and Akihiro Yokoi from Bandai, it was first released in Japan in 1996 and quickly spread around the world. The Tamagotchi was a small, egg-shaped device with a screen where a virtual pet lived. Children needed to feed, clean, and play with their Tamagotchi to keep it happy and healthy. If neglected, the pet could get sick or even die, which made children very attached to their virtual companions. Taking care of a Tamagotchi required constant attention. Many children snuck them into school, hiding them in their pockets to check on them during class. The bond between these digital pets was strong, as many kids felt a real sense of responsibility and care. The beeping sounds of a Tamagotchi needing attention became a common distraction in classrooms, which led some schools to ban them. The popularity of Tamagotchi faded as newer digital games and mobile applications emerged, making the simple Tamagotchi seem outdated. As Tamagotchis captured hearts with virtual pets, slap bracelets emerged as a trendy tactile accessory that entertained kids everywhere. Slap bracelets were a popular accessory in the 1990s, serving as both a fashion statement and a fidget toy for kids. They were invented by a teacher in Wisconsin named Stuart Anders in 1983 and were initially called slap wraps. These bracelets were made of a flexible stainless steel band wrapped in colorful fabric or plastic. When a person slapped it against their wrist, the bracelet would curl around it, fitting snugly. Available in a wide range of bright designs, from neon colors to animal prints, slap bracelets quickly became a hit among children. Kids loved to collect and trade different styles, and snapping the bracelet onto the wrist became a fun activity on the playground. Unfortunately, the popularity of slap bracelets declined due to safety concerns and changing fashion trends. Reports of injuries from cheap or worn-out versions, where the metal could poke through the fabric, led to bans in many schools. Amid the colorful chaos of slap bracelets and their playful nature, another beloved childhood experience awaited: Saturday morning cartoons. These were a cherished tradition for kids. Each Saturday, children excitedly woke up, poured themselves a bowl of cereal, and settled in front of the television for hours of animated entertainment. The lineup included popular shows such as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, X-Men, Animaniacs, and Batman the Animated Series. These cartoons were more than just fun. They played an important role in shaping childhood memories and bringing kids together. The thrill of Saturday mornings was intense. Kids would talk about their favorite episodes and characters with friends, and the catchy theme songs stuck in their heads. The anticipation for new episodes each week made Saturdays feel special, providing a break from the usual routine of school and chores. With the rise of cable television, streaming services, and on-demand content, the scheduled Saturday morning cartoon block faded away by the early 2000s, leaving behind nostalgic memories for those who grew up in the 1990s. The excitement of Saturday morning cartoons set the stage for another iconic childhood element, the rise of beepers and pagers. Also called pagers, these were popular devices for communication before cell phones became common. They were invented by Al Gross in 1949 and became widely used in the 1980s and 1990s. These small, portable devices received and showed short messages. To send a message, someone would call a pager number and leave a numeric or alphanumeric message, which would then be sent to the pager. The pager would beep or vibrate to alert the user to check the message on its screen. Beepers were especially popular among professionals such as doctors who needed to be reachable at all times. Young people also enjoyed them for their trendy look and the ability to send quick messages to friends. The rise of mobile phones with text messaging led to the decline of beepers. By the early 2000s, cell phones provided more features and convenience, making pagers no longer needed. Amid the decline of beepers, another technological evolution emerged, transforming the way people connected to the internet. Dial-up internet was the slow and noisy way to connect to the World Wide Web in the 1990s. It used telephone lines to link computers to the internet, making a unique series of beeps and static sounds as it dialed the service provider. This method was common in homes before high-speed internet became available. Connecting to the internet with dial-up required a lot of patience. Users had to wait for the modem to establish a connection, which could take several minutes. The well-known dial-up sound was a mix of beeps, hisses, and static that signaled the beginning of an online session. The internet speed was painfully slow, usually around 56 kilobits per second, and using the internet meant the phone line was busy, which frustrated many family members. Dial-up internet disappeared with the rise of broadband and fiber optic internet, which offered much faster speeds and did not tie up phone lines. With the end of dial-up internet came the rise of a new era in entertainment, marked by the popularity of video rental stores. In the 1990s, video rental stores were a key part of family weekends. Stores such as Blockbuster became gathering places for families and friends to explore rows of the newest movie releases. The thrill of finding a new VHS tape to rent was a highlight of the week. It was not just about the movies. Social interactions also played a big role. People chatted with store clerks for recommendations or bumped into neighbors while searching for their favorite films. Browsing the aisles was an adventure, with shelves lined with colorful VHS covers, each one promising exciting entertainment. Renting a movie involved picking up the tape, taking it to the counter, and sometimes getting a bag of popcorn for a perfect movie night. As online streaming services, including Netflix, gained popularity, the need for physical rental stores decreased, making them outdated. The decline of video rental stores set the stage for the emergence of new entertainment options, including handheld gaming devices like the Nintendo Game Boy. It was the most popular handheld gaming device of the 1990s. Released in 1989, it quickly became a cultural icon. The Game Boy had a simple dot matrix screen, a directional pad, and 4 buttons, making it easy to use while still fun to play. Players could easily switch games using interchangeable cartridges. One of the Game Boy's biggest hits was the Pokémon series, with games such as Pokémon Red and Blue attracting millions of players. Other beloved titles included Tetris, Super Mario Land, and The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. The Game Boy sold over 118 million units around the world, showing its popularity. As new gaming consoles and mobile gaming apps were introduced, the Game Boy started to disappear. Devices like the Nintendo DS and Sony PSP provided better graphics and features, and smartphones made it easy for people to enjoy games without needing a separate device. The rise of portable gaming devices like the Nintendo Game Boy mirrored the cultural shift in personal entertainment, akin to the Walkman's impact on music consumption. The Walkman was an ultimate personal music player of the 1990s. Introduced by Sony in 1979, it became a cultural icon by the decade's end. This portable cassette player allowed people to listen to their favorite music wherever they went. It was small, lightweight, and included headphones, making it easy to carry around. The Walkman changed how people consumed music, leading to a headset culture. Individuals could now enjoy music privately without bothering anyone else, making this personal listening experience a popular trend. It also impacted the music industry, as artists and producers began to think about how their music would sound on these devices. Many people could be seen jogging, commuting, or relaxing with their Walkman, which became a part of everyday life. The Walkman eventually faded away as digital music players and smartphones provided better sound quality and storage, along with the convenience of digital files. The evolution of personal entertainment technologies like the Walkman paved the way for the anxiety surrounding the Y2K bug at the millennium. The Y2K bug was a major technology scare at the start of the year 2000. Also called the Millennium Bug, it happened because computers stored dates using only the last 2 digits of the year. This meant that when the year 2000 came, many computers would read 00 as 1900, which could cause many problems. People worried that important systems, such as banking and utilities, would fail. There were fears about airplanes crashing, power outages, and financial chaos. To address these concerns, governments and businesses around the world worked hard to fix the issue. Programmers updated software, and billions of dollars were spent to prevent disasters. By January 1, 2000, most systems had been updated, and the chaos was largely avoided. The Y2K bug serves as a reminder of a time when the world was anxious about a computer error. Today, children may struggle to grasp the panic it caused. The 1990s were filled with unforgettable trends and items that shaped our childhoods, but many have sadly disappeared. Which nostalgic 90s item do you miss the most? If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, please like, share, and subscribe for more nostalgic content. And we'll see you in the next video.